DVD collector. You collect DVDs.
So Gotti, you hear there what some of these people are going through right now. They're trying to find their loved ones, they're trying to find jobs, they're just trying to get by, and then you have people trying to offer them cash to buy their distressed properties.
What is that from? It's from like a commercial, My Boba Tea. Great. Oh, it's a skull merchant, my favorite. This is gonna be so fun.
It could take months, maybe years of investigation to determine exact causes of the fire, mistakes that may have been made, and a timeline of events. But let's unpack the best reporting we have as of right now, because it paints a picture of chaos, despair, and some missed opportunities to save lives. This fire story starts we're going to zoom out to 2 days before Maui was in flames. The National Weather Service actually gave us the red flag warning ahead of time. Sunday,
Lightborn.
that's when the National Weather Service
Dude, you messed up when you didn't even.
the morning of Tuesday, August 8th.
There you go.
A series of small fires break out, including one about a mile and a half.
Ah! Dude, I can't even fucking do this.
100% contained a few hours later, but the wind continued to whip trees, roof tiles, and power lines, many of which reportedly stayed energized. Okay,
What is she pointing for?
7 p.m. That's when the Lahaina fire grows so large.
Dude, she knows where we're at. You're nodding.
Wings and acres upon acres of burnt-out, non-native grasses ahead of it. First responders, already stretched thin from the morning fires, struggled to keep up with the flames.
And I saw one Fred dead on the ground like a piece of charcoal.
But state officials said the 80 warning sirens around the island never sounded. And Maui Emergency Management didn't order the immediate evacuation of crowded neighborhoods near Lahaina downtown, even as fire and smoke started overwhelming the neighborhoods. The evacuation order came finally.
It seemed like every second was 10 hours waiting.
But not everyone fled from the flames by car. Some resorted to the Pacific
Dude, her skill checks are like impossible.
and also raise questions about how the deadliest natural disaster in the state's history might have been avoided. Noah Pransky, NBC News.
And the people of Maui right now need so much help. Food, clothing, shelter, water, mental health services. But despite needing so much, some locals are channeling that aloha spirit and working to help others during this trying time. Joining us now is survivor Ryan Hickey and his friend Monica Gasso. Ryan, your home and your business burned down during these fires. And I just want to say I'm so sorry for what you're going through.
Wow, man, the regression in that. She must be using. I don't know what she's using.
Well, my story is not special or uncommon. The flames came and I ran away and grabbed my dog and Alexa from shelter me until we saw the flames start to get closer. So I had another friend on the other side of the island, stayed with her. But then we woke up in the morning. And,
She's not like killing her.
The whole island just got an outpouring of support. So people were getting in trucks or boats or grabbing supplies, and things happened. And but I started getting on social media, trying to figure out how best I can help. It was, social media was a wildfire itself. It was disorganized and chaotic, and there wasn't a single voice trying to say, these are the resources available to drop off supplies. And so I called up Monica, who's an amazing web designer. Our best talents are to try to consolidate these messages that are going out. Every government organization or NGO, or just people looking to help, are all yelling out different pieces of the puzzle that they've solved or trying to solve. And so we tried to put those puzzles together into this website so that it was a roadmap and you find some support places that maybe you didn't know were there, or when I was looking for housing, then I scrolled down and found where I could find clean water. Maybe I didn't even know clean water was an issue, or the YMCA is putting on a charity event for kids with trauma therapists, counselors, and entertainment.
Oh wow, that's the second time that with this killer that happened.
All the information is good to put out a reputable list of resources for people. It's not our content, it's our a place where you can reach out and find somebody to help, or a place to help, or a place to volunteer, or shelter for yourself, or you're not expecting another piece of resources for you.
Why would you go down like that?
I can't be more proud than and honored to be a part of this culture, and this family, and this society. All the people that just jumped right into action.
I think they're trying to distract her.
Offloading supplies, to the point, the island is given to the point where diaper shortage on the rest of the island, because everyone has gone just above and beyond to say, friends and family, we're here to help you right now. I just want to thank everybody. If we can help just, one person with the website, it's great.
One person that I think you guys are reaching so many people, especially in this time of need. Monica, one of the things you're hearing people talk about is the mental health spirit. Just for us here in the mainland, what is the mental health spirit, and how does it play a role in what you guys are doing?
Yeah, I'm really glad this never witnessed such a sheer amount of rally. Everybody is realizing how to come together and doing what they know how to do to help in every way possible. And that's kind of what I'm trying to aggregate all into one place. There's everybody from, a single person wanting to lend an extra set of hands, to a mental health professional who wants to volunteer services, to really large-scale efforts in coordinating, helicopters and boats and whatnot. And so seeing all of that massive community outpouring of support has just been really heartwarming, and we're doing what we can to make sure that all of that help is findable by the people who need it.
Brian and Monica, you guys are beacons of hope in this time of despair. Thank you so very much for everything that you're doing.
Thanks for helping get the word out.
We're Maui. We're Maui. We're Maui.
I almost had it.
Here are some of the other headlines we're watching tonight. We're learning more about the house explosion in Pennsylvania that killed 5 people over the weekend. Apparently, the homeowners were having issues with their hot water tank, but the exact cause of the blast is still under investigation. A 17-year-old was arrested after allegedly supporting Islamic extremists. The FBI says he was radicalized online and communicating with a global terrorist group affiliated with Al-Qaeda.
Most concerning, however, is the evidence that he had access to firearms and had purchased items and materials commonly used in construction of improvised explosive devices.
And how's this for a team mascot? In Tennessee, a black bear ran onto a high school football field just as the team was about to practice. The coach said the bear eventually left after about 10 minutes and that it was just another day in the Smoky Mountains. And out of that big news out of Georgia, former President Trump has been indicted again for the 4th time, this time in the state of Georgia. A 98-page indictment released late last night says that Trump, along with 18 other co-defendants, refused to accept that he lost the 2020 election in the state and that they knowingly and willfully joined the conspiracy to unlawfully change the outcome of the election in favor of Trump. The 18 other co-defendants include key figures like former Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, lawyer Rudy Giuliani, and a bunch of others. And the indictment is 41 counts against Trump and his allies. Trump himself getting hit with 13 new charges, including numerous conspiracy charges and 1 count of violating Georgia's RICO Act. We're going to get into what RICO is in just a second, but the Fulton County District Attorney is asking this to go to trial as soon as possible, independent of the other ongoing investigations into the former president.
I don't have any desire to be first or last. I want to
What
try
is
to
this
do
troll
respectful
gameplay?
states. We do want to move this case along, and so we will be asking for a proposed order that occurs a trial date within the next 6 months.
Meanwhile, Trump on Truth Social calling Fonnie Willis corrupt and the whole thing nothing but a witch hunt.
They almost distracted her enough to break her 3-gen, but she got to me when it was like 75%.
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
What does the Godfather have to do with the newest
What
charges
is this? She's letting them go. It's like she's farming points.
It's all about RICO, the law Mr. Trump's accused of breaking. That's the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, a federal law that nearly 36 states copied to combat a specific kind of crime.
Are you in the mafia?
Am I in the what?
Yes.
Walk over here so I don't
organized
get a
crime.
crow.
Back in the 60s, the Senate held hearing after hearing on what had become a serious problem, the mafia's corrupt influence.
Yeah, she's farming points.
Then what happened?
Well, he had the knife and the gun on the table.
The hearings, so dramatic, they're said to have inspired Mario Puzo to create the Corleones, the fictional family at the center of Francis Ford Coppola's Godfather movie.
I'll handle it. I told you I can handle it. I'll handle it.
It was around that time that Congress passed the RICO Act. It works like this. Instead of trying to bust a sprawling criminal group person by person and crime by crime, it lets prosecutors sweep multiple people into one bucket, basically. They then have to prove the people in that bucket are working for an enterprise to set up a racket or scheme, and that at least 2 underlying crimes were committed to further that scheme. Crimes that could include murder, bribery, fraud, extortion, and under this law, the boss is not immune.
As we know from the prosecution of mob families, often it's a wink and a nod, but everyone understands what the boss wants, and goes out and does that, and those can be crimes and they can be prosecuted.
Ever since Richard Nixon signed the law in 1970, the feds have used it a lot, including in New York, which pioneered prosecutions under RICO in the 80s to break up the so-called 5 families of the city's mafia, later taking down mob boss John Gotti, the prosecutor who's built his career by leading that charge, by the way. Rudy Giuliani, who now faces charges himself under the law. It's not just used for mobsters, though. Top executives at FIFA also faced RICO charges. So how does it apply to Donald Trump? This newest indictment accuses Mr. Trump and 18 of his allies of a criminal enterprise, a scheme to illegally change the outcome of the election he lost. Georgia prosecutors don't have to prove it's related to some formal group like the mafia, but they will have to prove that at least 2 underlying crimes were committed to help that scheme along. And in this indictment, they cite dozens of alleged crimes, like witness intimidation, false statements, and forgery.
NBC News. Danny, we just saw that recap of what RICO is. So what do you make of the fact that so many this indictment?
Well, the RICO charges are certainly interesting, but arguably the conspiracy charges are just as powerful. Hallie's explanation.
She dropped Jen.
Really complex law and hard to
What
follow.
did you drop Jen for?
The enterprise plus 2 or more racketeering acts. But conspiracy law just as powerful. Conspiracy is an agreement, some unholy agreement to achieve some unholy objective. And then here's the key: some overt act in further.
They're like not even trying.
Those 2 laws, conspiracy and RICO, help us understand all the acts that are alleged in this indictment, because some are just overt acts. Act number 57, so-and-so reserved a room at the state capitol for a meeting. That's not a crime. This suffices for an overt act for a conspiracy.
Ah man, I'm sorry, dude. I can't fucking do this. Yeah, dude, this killer's farming points.
Seem like there is a lot of potential overlap. One state, the other federal, but could double jeopardy come into play here?
First, I love that answer that you just played. I'm not going to discuss the investigation at this time, as you're standing at the podium discussing the investigation at this very time. The same way. I think she may have been started. Didn't want to reveal that she had a phone call with Jack Smith. I still think there's very little communication between these state authorities and federal authorities, based on my experience. These are independent investigations. They don't charge the same crimes on federal, the others are state. They don't share jurisdiction over these crimes. Feds only prosecute federal crimes, and the state only prosecutes state crimes. So maybe she had a few phone calls, but I don't think there was some giant uptick in communication between
Dude, he can't even do a fucking normal skill check.
After Jack Smith indicted Donald Trump with an entire section of the indictment titled Georgia, you better believe Fulton County DA's office.
Dude, they can't even finish the gen.
Number 1, see if they missed anything. Number 2, to probably want to be consistent.
And Jack Smith probably looking back as well. Danny Savalas, thanks so much.
She's got Huntress Lullaby, like not Huntress Lullaby, her version of it. Unnerving Presence. The or overcharge or whatever. An Insta down, like exposed. And it's been 20 minutes, and this could easily go on for another 10, 20 minutes. White can't even do it.
After the 2024 presidential election. That is a new call by Donald Trump.
Straight up here. Yeah, Meg kit.
His concern that this could negatively impact his
Oh, great.
presidential bid, because last night, Bernie said that she'd like this trial to begin. It's hard to fathom that would actually become a reality, but if that were in fact to be the case, that would be in the middle of the Republican primary process for Donald Trump. He does not want these trials to happen until after the 2024 presidential election. Everyone, we're now 4 indictments deep after the first couple. You saw people doubling down, I guess tripling and quadrupling down now. Are we starting to see a divide among the Republican Party with this 4th indictment, or is it basically what we've seen before? We've really seen the lines drawn.
For God's sake, why did you run in her fucking field? Dude, Dwight's an idiot, man.
Increase if you look at it through the polling data that we have back at the time of his first indictment in New York. He was out by about 15%. National.
No, you're not getting any more points. You've had enough.
The second indictment that had doubled, and right now the current average of national polls has him up by 39 percentage points over Ron DeSantis. Donald Trump himself last week said that he welcomed the 4th indictment because he has only gotten politically stronger.
Don't go for this farm and points shit.
But you have seen really Republican rivals not go on the attack.
Come on, Nick, make it.
Scott Vivek,
Make it, buddy. You my buddy. We did this. We made it.
Vaughn Hilliard, one of the wisest correspondents I know. Vaughn, thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate you, my friend. And coming up, there are some big developments today on the writer's strike, so could the months-long stalemate be over? We've got those details. But first, you gotta see this. A 3-year-old got a ticket